What's going on, guys? Apathetic here, and today I'm going to be discussing the Duke MK44. Now, this hand cannon has been around a while, but it's barely until now that I decided to try it. And I'm not gonna lie, I kind of slept on this weapon, but since I managed to get a decent roll to drop for me, I figured I'd go over it with you guys. So I'll cover the roll on my Duke, talk about some potential rolls to keep your eyes out for, and lastly, cover this weapon's viability in the Crucible. Let's get into it. Jumping into the weapon, guys, the Duke MK44 is an aggressive frame 110 RPM hand cannon, meaning this weapon is going to shoot a little slower, but is going to hit like a truck. With an impact of 92 and the addition of a damage increasing perks, you can effectively two-tap with this weapon. Another thing I really like about the Duke is the range stat. It has a base range of 67, which is a very high to start out with, and the recoil direction of 90, which makes it very easy to control. Moving on to the roll I have on my Duke, I have Crossfire HCS for the barrel, Rangefinder for that booster range, Ricochet rounds to further increase that range, and lastly Rampage, which allows us to do more damage after we get kills. And when that's procced, it allows me to two-tap with this weapon, which is always a nice feeling. As far as my masterwork goes, it's masterwork for reload speed, which is fine. So, you know, it's not the best, not the worst. But obviously, I would have preferred range for my masterwork. Now, as far as the roll you should be looking for on this weapon, honestly, in that first column, you want either Crossfire HCS or Sure Shot, since both those barrels give you the largest boost to range. And for that third column, you're looking for Ricochet rounds or high caliber rounds to further increase that range. Now, as the other columns are concerned, I would be very happy with either an Outlaw kill clip roll or a Rangefinder Rampage roll like the one I have. Both are equally lethal in my opinion, but for me, I value the range of my hand cannons very highly. So Rangefinder will a large majority of the time be a top tier perk for me when it comes to hand cannons. And since I don't have Outlaw kill clip, Rampage works very well because, again, without Outlaw, the reload on this weapon can take a little too long, and Rampage, I can still achieve that two-tap without having to reload to proc the perk. So as far as this weapon goes in the Crucible, guys, I can't believe I slept on this weapon this long. The games I played with this weapon, I've absolutely slayed out each time, and that is for a couple of reasons. First is the impact on this weapon is actually a game changer. It makes one of the most effective weapons for peak shotting because you can consistently pop in and out of cover, and it's super easy to time your shots because of the lower RPM on this weapon. The second thing about this hand cannon that I love is the range. The range on this weapon is great. It's just so great. So with the roll on my Duke, I'm rocking 78 range, and for comparison's sake, Ace of Spades range is 86. So that should give you an idea of how much range this weapon has. And mine doesn't even have a range masterwork, so it could potentially be higher than what mine is. The range on this weapon allows us to sit back effectively and really turn this weapon into a really perfect team shotting hand cannon. Because of the high impact, you'll find you're either melting enemies with your teammates or cleaning up easy kills. Because of the high impact, it allows you to hit someone with body shots, still do a ton of damage, and finish them off. Oh, and did I mention all of this is before I even get into the fact that when you proc Rampage or kill clip, if that's your role, this weapon two taps, and guys, honestly, it's one of the best feelings in Destiny, getting those two taps. It's just the sickest thing, and we all been on the other side of those two taps. We're like, what the hell was that? And so it's just fun getting those two taps and imagining what your opponent is thinking once you two tap them. And with Rampage or kill clip, it allows you to really effectively string kills together and go on those long runs. But let me know in the comments what rolls you guys have gotten on your Duke and how much you're enjoying it. Overall, guys, I couldn't recommend this hand cannon enough. And I found it drops from a variety of activities, so it's not like it's super hard to get. It drops pretty regularly in my experience as you're kind of just playing the game. So from things such as prime engrams or just random legendary engrams. So just take an extra 2 seconds before you dismantle your next one that drops. 'Cause I think we get into this habit of just always dismantling stuff, and that's what I was doing with mine. But I stopped, looked at this Duke I got, and it happened to actually be a pretty decent roll. So take a couple seconds to look at the ones you're getting, because you don't know, who knows, the next one you get just might be a god roll. Thanks so much for watching, guys. And if you enjoyed, make sure you like and subscribe, as it's a free way to support me, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.
strong. Spend all that ammo in one place. Three down. A well-fought victory. I have to put up with a lot in this job, Guardian. You make it all worth it. Have advantage. Moments of clarity are weapons. Don't see captured. You have advantage. You're in the lead. Captured Zone B. Power play. Keep the pressure on. Zone A lost. Together as one. I love it. Pull it ahead. Keep it that way. Call the Handcannon, the Jinxin scribe, call everyone! Make a move. You. Zone C captured. You have advantage. Dominating the field.
Perfect.